Alright, I'm back. How's my hair look? Good? Okay, so this next pile of games here, the first one is an original NES black box title, Gyromite. Now, only one kid that I knew back in the day had Rob the Robot. And I can only recall one time setting it up, getting all ready to play, and then being hugely disappointed that the game was not fun and too complicated for somebody that age. We probably 9 or 10 years old when that came out. But check out the graphics on this. I mean, you know, nobody ever plays Gyromite anymore. You totally dismiss it because Rob the Robot sucks and whatnot. But the graphics they're kick-ass. Next game I picked up is Sega Master System complete in box Spellcaster. Now, like an idiot, I bought this game thinking I didn't have it, and I already did. So now I got 2 of them. But it's a pretty cool game. Reminds me of Shinobi, but not quite as good. And the cutscenes in the middle of boards are too long and you can't skip them. So that was a huge turnoff. Now this next game is on the Sega Genesis. And I always had it on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Best system out there for sure. But everybody raves about this, and I finally got it. Strider on Genesis. The graphics on this are cool. It's a good game. It's solid. I've never played it until right now. So you are seeing groundbreaking game footage. I like the sound the sword makes. Ping, ping, ping. That's cool. It amuses me. Climbing the walls is a good touch. I know you're supposed to be some kind of ninja in this game or something, but that's really cool. I'm still going to put more time into this and definitely play it because it's a solid game, but I do not like it as much as everyone raves. The next game in the pile is Ring King, another NES. Now this game is no Punch-Out. But the fact that you get the whole ring to move around, and it's not just dodging left and right, it's pretty cool. The guys all have funny afros. The ref looks real familiar, like he was probably the ref in all the Tyson fights back in the day. The crowd's got a lot of detail for an old 8-bit game. I like the American flags in the corners a lot. Boom! Hey! What the hell? I just got knocked out! But let's talk about what happens in between rounds. What the hell were they thinking? Next game in this pile is another Genesis game, World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Now, Genesis came out in high school. I had no interest in Disney games. That was kid stuff. But this game is solid. But hey, look, it's Absalom from Alice in Wonderland. This game's got cool graphics, really cool. The background is great. It even has a foreground. That's impressive. The controls are tight. I do not like the weapon at all, or the lack of weapon. I imagine that Disney wants to keep it extra G-rated, so there's actually no physical contact. But, you know, it's a game, and there's bad guys. But it is what it is. This part seems like Genesis sure loves these teeter-totter aspects. In the last pickup I did, I covered Berenstein Bears, and they did the same thing. But it's fun gameplay, especially here in this one. A cool little thing that I actually just heard yesterday was that in this game, if you play it in 2-player co-op, you can unlock this awesome Christmas board. And the review I saw was the guy was saying his top Christmas themed boards, and that was his all-time top. And when I saw it in his video, it looked really cool. So I'm gonna save that for Christmas. I'm not gonna break into it then, but until then. But I am looking forward to that because it looked kick-ass. Kick-ass. Speaking of Christmas, these next 3 games here I got for Christmas gifts from my sisters this year. And the first one is ActRaiser 2. I have not played any of the ActRaisers, but I've heard good things. And doing a little gameplay here for this video, I'm liking this one a lot. We got more mushrooms. It's another game with kick-ass graphics. The sprite is very cool. Very cool. It's got good backgrounds. It's the second game in a row here that has a foreground. You don't see a lot of foregrounds in games. Since your character has wings, he glides. That's a cool aspect. It takes a little getting used to. We got the first boss here, and he's pretty gnarly looking. Got a Venus flytrap monster. He really gave me the business. But this is my first play of this game ever, so... I hear that this game has a strange sim aspect that may not be as cool, but so far I'm really liking this game. The second game that I got for Christmas from my sisters is Super Nintendo's True Lies. Oh, there's the rainbow again. Here we go. This pickup so far is 1 for 1 on LGN games. The graphics on this one are good. Got a good sprite. It's got a comedy element like the movie. You know, check out these store names. Wig Out. Uncle Furries. What the hell kind of mall is this? And it's got this dark humor element. Like when you kill innocent people. Like on the first board, you kill a waiter. Tom Arnold. Another cut straight out of the movie. He yells about it being an election year. And then if you kill a second innocent bystander, he complains about how, oh, the boss isn't going to like this. But then the third time you kill an innocent person, he says, oh, it blows your cover. And you die. So I guess you can kill one innocent person and 2, but not 3. There's even blood in this game, which is kind of strange. You don't see a lot of blood in games. So it's alright so far. I look forward to getting in it some more. So the last game that I received for Christmas from my sisters is for the Genesis. Golden Axe 2. Now this cartridge needs some cleaning, but we'll get to that later. This is a decent game. It's a good port. You get to pick your character. I'm picking the Hottie. It seems like how I remember the arcade. It's a pretty fun hack and slash. I like the magic spells, which always help out. You know, you got a screen full of bad guys. You get rid of them all at once. Riding on the monsters is a nice touch that is always cool. Well, I could keep hacking away at this game, but we'll move on. I want to thank my sisters for them 3 games for Christmas. Alright, we're going to jump back into some 8-bit now. The next game is Ski or Die for the NES. I didn't know this game existed until at Christmas time I saw a YouTuber do a review, the 12 Days of Christmas. It was a nostalgist. Whoa! Enter the 90s. Check out that snowsuit. Now, this game is a total Skate or Die ripoff. In the map controls, it handles good. You push the button and it makes you excel. But then it changes into the same crappy controls as Skate or Die once you get into a level, you know. Boo! Boo! When the board starts and that guy falls in the snow, that's like my favorite part of the game. But, you know, so you're skiing down the mountain. I like leaving the tracks in the snow is a nice touch. It's good detail for NES. The tubing board could have been good, but unfortunately, it is not. It just hurts your thumb. Now, the snowball fight is the best part of this whole game. check it out. In the background, when you pick those guys off and they go flying end over end, that's great. As fun as this part should be, you know, it is the best part of the game, but it's not that great. It gets old fast. Well, you gotta look out for this kid that comes up close. Bam! Right in the face. Yeah, this game, really, just like Skate or Die, it could have been good, but not so much. We've got another NES game here. Worm, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I heard a lot of good things about this game, and I never see it around, so I ordered it off eBay. Maybe it was Amazon, I don't know, but I paid $25 for it. That's not a ton of money, but since it turned out to be kind of a crappy game so far, I'm disappointed. First board's okay. It's basically, you know, it's a shoot 'em up, side-scrolling, but there's no power-ups. You know, I mean, a shoot 'em up is like all about power-ups, but then after the first board, you got this crappy cutscene. The hot chick with green hair. I like the second board a lot. The graphics and the layout, it's unique. I like it. I don't know, I had a tough time. Only spent 15 minutes or so on it, but I couldn't seem to figure out how to kill that beholder kind of guy, but whatever. All in all, I am disappointed with this game. I built it up a little too much, but I'm still interested. Now this next game, I really want to be good, because The Simpsons is my all-time favorite show, and it basically defines my generation and the whole genre of back-in-the-day gamer. So, if you haven't already guessed, that game is Homer's voice is a nice touch. I'm expecting this game to suck like 90% of Simpsons games. So let's go and see what happens. Intro's not bad. It looks a lot like an episode of The Simpsons. What the hell is that? It looks like I was right. But I'll give it another whirl. If for nothing else, because it's The Simpsons, and I love The Simpsons. We only got 2 games left here. And the second to last is Bionic Commando. An NES classic. Now, I'm kind of ashamed to admit that I never had this until now. You know, obviously, it's an NES classic. Back in the day, it was in all the Nintendo Powers and the spin-off magazines. You know, the map here is kind of confusing. I don't know what the hell that's all about. But, graphics are good, sprite's good, soundtrack, it's all good. I know the reason why I didn't like this. Because I can remember, I rented it one time back in the day, and I hated it because there was no jump. Now, being older, you know, everything just doesn't have to be shoot and jump. But, you know, you got your bionic claw that swings and pulls you up, and that's a cool aspect. I like it, it's good. But I know, I can remember being in my parents' basement, coming home all excited, popping it in, and thought it sucked. There was no jump. But anyhow, that was that was 30 years ago. So, you know, like I said, this is my 39th birthday spectacular pickup with 39 games. So, you know, I guess after 30 years, I'm liking it. But the last game in this pile right here, before we jump over into the last pile, is a Game Boy game. Game Boy Color. And that is Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. It's got a black cartridge. It's cool. Now, I'm an RPG fan for sure. Definitely a fan of all things Dragon Warrior. Never played this before, but I saw it. It was $5. Picked it up. So, now I got it. As I always say, got my Retron 5. So, I'm starting to get a lot more into Game Boy games. You know, back in the day, they were great. And then, you know, didn't have a, wanted to play, TVs got bigger, wanted to play on a big screen, not a little tiny screen. So, now the whole house is decked out with big screens. I got video games in every room. But, that was the last game for this pile. I could go over there and grab that one. So, give me a moment, and we'll jump into these last set of games.